What's going on, guys? It's Theo here from Rex, and today we're going to talk about why did Theo go back to one-handed? Let's talk about it. And we're going to do a little ball review of this Storm Smells So Good Ion Pro Solid. If you haven't had a chance, please feel free to like and subscribe to Real Experience Ball Reviews. So if you guys like this new merch, this is the Rex Grip and Rip shirt. And also we have the Grip and Rip snapback hat. Link in the description, rexbowling.com, brand new website. Cool, so let's just throw a shot here, talk about it. So guys, honestly, going from two-handed to one-handed I thought it was gonna be difficult, but for some reason, things clicked, timing got better. Two-handed had a really hard time with spine tilt. So let's talk about it. So Ion Pro Solid, transition house shot. Let's throw a shot here. Show you guys my one-handed game. Throwing this beautiful bowling ball that I absolutely love and adore. So that ball's really, really good. I felt like with two-handed, right? The thing with two-handed that I struggle with is getting a lot of spine tilt. I spent like 2 years like working with coaches, doing drills. It just didn't work. I wasn't comfortable. Going the lanes, you just feel like you're always trying to learn something new. And then like, I never could just go and bowl and enjoy myself. So not very healthy habit to have. I go to tournaments, it's like, oh, you're throwing great. And I'm like, yes, but you're not me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not in my shoes. Like, you don't understand how I feel bowling two-handed. So I always felt like I never was there, you know, and my finger issue. I kept having injuries with my middle finger. So believe it or not, going back to one-handed, went away completely. So why is that? Personally, I just feel like it's because we have the thumb, I have a good fit, more pressure's on that ring finger. So again, not as much weight on the ball. That was a pretty good shot. Ion Pro Solid is absolutely awesome. Moving on the board left. So, by the way, so as I'm kind of talking about my transition from one-handed or two-handed to one-handed, let's talk about the Ion Pro Solid. So, I mean, low diff, you know, the Ion series has been really, really good. Again, this is kind of like a brief review, guys, nothing too tech crazy, but the lower diff asymmetrical equipment is really, really good. I've drilled the Tour Dynamics. I really like that ball. Don't have it with me. But yeah, so far, so good. So another thing that I wanted to mention is that when I bowled two-handed, I couldn't get, so I'll show you, right? So I'm gonna go up to the line here and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. When I was two-handed, I can go to the line, I can do drills all day, get into position, right? Be super strong and do everything like that. But then when it came time to like competing and doing it, I mean, I spent like 3 or 4 months just doing drills. It just didn't matter. I have a knowledge of the one-handed game, right? I've been one-handed for like what, 16, 17 years now. But I had a lot of issues back when I was younger with the one-handed game, squeezing the ball, having problems. But when I made that switch back to one-handed, I told myself that I would do everything the right way from the get-go. And if I struggled, I would just deal with it, which I have been doing. So I go to league, I feel more confident. I made some cuts at tournaments. I've won a tournament so far in a doubles event. It's been pretty good. This is a transitioned house shot. We're gonna move even more left on this next shot. Hope you guys like my TED Talk as well. Wow. Oof, look at that hook. Sheesh. So, probably throw a little bit harder, but it is really nice too. So off the hand, right, one-handed, two-handed, what was the difference? So two-handed, I was super forward, had negative tilt. I know there's guys out there, I have negative tilt, I don't have any problems. It's great, good for you, right? Talk about my, like, things that I see, right? So that ball roll, it just made everything pick up super early, had inconsistencies, and then I had these obscure fits with two-handed that just made it really hard for me to like be confident at the bottom of the swing. So kind of going back to one-handed, I have a very like kind of old school fit, not a whole lot of reverse in the fingers. And I just don't try to squeeze it, and that just lets the ball roll off my hand with minimal grip pressure, which that's what we want, right? Pick the spare. That's one thing too. So good thing about bowling one-handed, for me, I just flatten out my hand, you pick 10 pins. Still need to work on my spare game a little bit, but when I go to nationals, right, let's say I'm bringing 6 balls, that allows me to bring that extra ball, not worry about the plastic ball, right? So everybody has the perks, everybody, has their thoughts and opinions, right, about one-handed versus two-handed. I think two-handed is awesome. I think it's great. I'm not saying anything bad about two-handed bowling. I think it's freaking awesome. I wish I could be better at it. I just suck at it. Flat out admit it. I just didn't feel confident. Wasn't for me, but the one-handed game's been feeling good, and everyone's been wanting to see this video, so I made this video. So we're gonna switch balls really quick. We're gonna go to this High Road 40. So again, that Storm Ion Pro Solid, 50 by 5 by 35. This has a 4.5 by 20. So this one's gonna be a little bit stronger in the mid lane. This ball, I could just really rip on it. It's gonna be a little bit different shape than that Ion Pro Solid. All right, not too terrible. So it's good to have variety in the bag. And also, you guys are thinking, throwing a lot of Storm. I just like Storm. Back when I was younger, I've had 3,300 games. I think 25 of them have been with Storm products, which is awesome. So it was really cool to be able to kind of try out the new technology, see how it fits my game. I love it. All right, that's your test, is to pick a 10 pin on camera for y'all, but we're working on these. Nice. So that right there, again, having that ability to just flatten the hand out and go for those corner pins like that saves a spot in the bag for nationals. And I don't know, I just got used to doing it. I try not to hook plastic. I don't know. I'm different, a whole different person, I guess, right? Let's throw that High Road 40, make an adjustment. So take that stronger angle, just made it kind of pick up in the middle lane a little bit more. So we're gonna stay in the same spot. We're gonna open up the angle though a little bit more. Get a little steeper. Let's follow the shape down lane a little more. See what happens. Okay. I don't even care. This is as real as it gets. Lanes are absolutely torched. So like I said, they did full league here last night. Lanes have not been re-oiled. So did a ball review earlier on this, so they're a little scorched right now. But I'm gonna reset this. Let's just throw one more shot, talk about some things. So one thing I also want to mention is the balance arm. I felt like before when I bowled one-handed, so what I mean by that, guys, is this right-handed, left-handed, right? It doesn't matter. Hand out here, you try to keep it there. That swimmer motion. So before, if you find some old videos of me one-handed, I mean, I would start and my hand would be, I'd be closed already, right? So what is that gonna do? It's gonna make me pull shots. Felt like I was a very one-dimensional player. We don't want that, right? So this next shot, I'm really gonna like over-exaggerate that balance arm. Something that Eric Kraus and I have been working on at Turbo. Great tip for all you young bowlers. Just wanna get a good form, good stability at the line. I think I can throw a good shot here. I'm kind of demonstrating this. Great shot. So that one I was like really bold, really got that balance arm out in front of me. I stayed there, and when it was time to go for the release, came through it, and it was better. So guys, I think that's a pretty good summary video. I'm just throwing shots, kind of talking to you guys. I know it's a lot of talking, but this video is meant to kind of show some of my favorite Storm bowling balls, but also just talk about that transition from two-handed to one-handed. So you'll be seeing more videos of me bowling one-handed the rest of the season. I am no longer doing any two-handed reviews. Putting that out there. We got other people on the channel that can help with that. So hope y'all enjoy this. Snag yourself one of these awesome Rex merch, link below as well. So deuces and see you next time.